See,
I see.
I knew it was something special about this thing from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why I stuck with it.
Uh-huh.
Telling the truth,
There's
a certain level of pride that comes with this. So we gon' finish strong, proud, and resilient.
This
is muddy water. We keep it moving through the muddy water. Swerving hard through the muddy water. With a cup full of muddy water. Jumping out the muddy water. Pumping out the muddy water. We build bricks with this muddy water. Put them filters down, this is raw and uncut. And ain't no chaser with this mud, just straight to the good. I say we going live, he say nigga what's up. I say we getting high, he say nigga roll up. Another topic of discussion, a conversation piece. Monumental black boom born out of necessity. Now put them cups up, make a toast and feed on this recipe. Wise words, this is poor righteous teaching. From a rich type feature, adding wealth to my creature.
Whole thing,
Yeah, extended adolescence. What?
It came for me. It came from it was this police dude. He was in Chicago somewhere, police chief, some shit, or lieutenant or whatever, and he was like speaking from the police perspective, like we don't. The people that's killing people are the ones that's out there in the streets. Like he's speaking from a perspective of I'm trying to help. You know, it's pretty much saying it's y'all fault. Y'all killing each other, which make me have to work. So why you complaining? Type shit. So then it's like, you know. So either he know how it really worked, or he don't, and he's innocent. Like he's, you know, kind of just naive. Like, I'm out here trying to make a difference, but, you know, every night you guys are killing each other. That whole thing. So it's like, you know, who the fuck are they? Like, how are we in a situation where we got these motherfuckers trying to tell us? Like, that shit that he said wouldn't have been able to been said 60 years ago.
I think.
You know, because people would be like, niggas would be like, nigga, what you
doing on my phone?
No, sorry. Oh, you said bring your phone? Yes, no?
Yeah. That's why I said bring the whole charge. Okay, yeah. Bring the whole charge.
What charge, nigga?
Huh?
What you mean?
That's a charge.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we would be able to see through him saying that. Like, we knew that cops were not our friends. Now it's like he's able to push that, and you go through the comments, and people's like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." You know what I'm saying? Like, so how the fuck we done got to the point where we letting the enemy tell us that I'm just trying to help, and we really like, you know what? He's right. That makes sense. So in that essence, it's like that's like a kid. Like he talking to us like kids and shit. Like our whole thing is a bunch of children, cause ain't nobody standing up saying, "Motherfucker, the reason things is how they are." Like, you know, ain't nobody to rebut what he's saying. Where it would have been somebody to just shut that shit down quick 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, because we don't have responsible adults running the thing, he's able to get that shit off. Like we all being treated like children. Like he reprimanding us. Get y'all shit together. Y'all the reason I'm out here. You know, I have to come out and risk my life. Don't get mad at me. Y'all need to stop killing each other. That whole thing. Like, is there warrant in him saying that? Is there?
I think that he doesn't understand why he's working or why he's going through what he's going through. You know, and I know as a black race, to be honest, everything's just all fucked up. You know, think about our children being in the schools. When the teachers can't have hold of them, what do? You know, they put them on crack, written. You understand what I'm saying? Then they stay on that for a number of years. You know, once the children are on it, they're never right. You know what I mean? So they out here in the street, you know, gang banging, doing this, doing that. You know what I mean? I think, you know, our children are ruined then when they're growing up. They don't know. I think
you think a lot of black kids use ritalin and shit?
Yeah. Definitely.
You know that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I say, when I was in school.
Oh, you use it?
When I was
gave it to you?
No, I never had it. But when I was in school, you know what I mean, I knew kids that were on.
The white kids was on it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew about the white kids that was on it, but not too many.
But a lot of black kids was on it.
Really?
When the teachers couldn't handle them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, they took them to the doctor. You know, they prescribed the kids written. You know what I'm saying? I think that is a big part. You know what I'm saying? Of what's going on. Also, our children just don't know. You know, they haven't been taught. You understand what I'm saying? If I can go back to a couple of scriptures, like you, if you don't mind, you know what I mean, I can throw you away, man. I took some notes. It says, train up your child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, which is Proverbs 22:26. And then it says in 2 Timothy 3, verse 14 and 15, it says, but continue in the things which you have learned and have been assured of, knowing of whom you have learned them, and that from a child you have known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make you wise unto Yahushua, which, you know, proclaim Jesus, through faith, which is in Yahushua Mashiach, which is, you know, Jesus Christ. But our kids, you know what I mean, a whole lot of them, they just don't know. And I will tell you, like in my profession, you know, with I do a lot of hiring and stuff like that, and I look at the way that a lot of, you know, our people come in, you know, for interviews, and some of them be good people, but you know, they don't know how to prepare, you know, for an interview. Some of them come in, you know, pants sagging, this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking, I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's just because, you know what I mean, they don't know. Our people, man, we don't know, man. We have, it's a very, very, very deep lacking knowledge, you know, for my people. And you know, that,
do we used to know?
Do we used to know? I think our ancestors do.
Like, I remember niggas wore suits to interviews.
Yeah.
Or shirt and tie.
Yeah. I think, you know, I knew when I came up and I was going up to interviews, and I think it's just the generations.
Yeah, it ain't that. It ain't that.
Yeah, it's the generations.
It's some new shit.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, like, it's like a deterioration.
Yeah. It's like each generation is getting worse. You know what I'm saying?
But it seems like it's done changed a little bit too, because I mean, I don't know, you said you do a lot of hiring, but a lot of these places is doing like online interviews.
Yeah.
And then they hire you online and say, well, your first day is this day, so you gotta come prepared for that job.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know if that really matters, but
and
that's a change.
That's a good point. You know what I mean?
Because now you don't have to even dress up.
Right.
You don't have to think about even.
It's not that you don't have to. It's that the line done dropped.
It's
so
just
far.
not. Yeah, it's just now they're not.
The standards done dropped.
Yeah, it's not.
So the standard for everybody.
If they call for people to have to wear shirt and tie, and you ain't gonna get looked at without it, then that would be a thing. It used to be a thing. If you coming in without looking decent, they ain't even gonna talk to you like, yo, come on, for real?
Yeah.
Come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get your shit together. If they ain't, they ain't calling for it, then you can't expect them to do it. So I still try to look presentable at a job interview.
So I guess that goes back to the whole the way the standard has been changed
with everything.
Adolescence.
Yeah, it's like they.
Because the standard's been changed, it
That's a
breeds
perfect.
adolescents.
That's a perfect question. Like,
It don't breed a standard anymore.
Yeah, if the standards stay high, then you can't. Like. Then you'll be able to tell. What people are with the standards. Like, but if you lower the standard, you only gotta expect people to go accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like No Child Left Behind, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
But it also lowers the parent standards. Now the parents ain't even teaching.
But that's what I'm saying
because
about
it's lowering the
exactly.
parent standards because the standards ain't there anymore.
So now are the parents teaching the kids how to be?
They can if the standards been lowered because they've been lowered.
But that's a good question too. Like, who's driving what? Are the parents more responsible or the organization? If you came home from an interview and your mom was like, "How'd it go?" and you like, "Oh, they ain't let me do it because I look crazy." She ain't gonna let that shit happen no more, or you ain't gonna let that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, getting into the job market. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which came first, the lower standards or people not being able to meet the standard?
Which came first?
Like, they're at the point where kids don't have to pass to go to the next grade, to get promoted to the next grade. Like, you can literally fail and they'll still put you to the next grade. Like, it's like it's a school problem, not the students. Like, how you expect? Like, it's only going to be a gradual decline.
Oh. You said which came first? When you said which came first, the lower the standards or?
Yeah, like the schools lowering the standards or the parents not having kids that's presentable enough to meet the standard.
Which came first?
Yeah.
It would have to be the schools lowering the standards. Because at one point, there were standards. But then the schools lowered the standards. Then the generation that growed up in that didn't see the standards.
So which one happened? Did the school have to lower it because the kids wasn't meeting them? Or the school lowered them and then the kids followed?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Damn. That's why I asked you again, because I was trying to register it in my brain. Damn.
Like, which one happened first?
That's deep.
Which one followed the other? Like, because crack, they talk about crack, but they don't talk about how they shut all the social programs down in the cities so people didn't have nowhere to go out the blue. So it's like, what the fuck we gonna do when crack shows up? If you just mention crack, then it's like, oh, it's their fault. But if you understand that they cut jobs and cut all the social programs, food stamps and shit, so people was like, what the fuck? At the same time, if you understand it from that standpoint, then it's like, it ain't just necessarily they wanted to sell dope. It was a fucked up situation at that point, so they did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody assumed that it was a choice thing with crack, not understanding the other elements that went into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, which came first?
Let's talk about that. Because we ain't coming to no conclusion. What came first? What came first? Go back to the school lowering the standards and the students not meeting the standards.
When I was in high school,
how that work?
When I was in high school,
they weren't meeting the standards, so they had to lower the standards, which caused a domino effect of.
Right. I could say, man, like,
not learning anymore.
A whole lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, come from home. I know, me being a child, my mother, you know what I mean? She was, a good woman, strict when she needed to be. And that part, came with the morals, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And having respect for yourself, for your elders and for, and for other people, you know what I'm saying? I always knew that I was brought up to it, hey, you know what I mean? If you want a job, my mom always told me, you gotta look nice. You have to be presentable. You know what I mean? I know she never allowed me walking out that door looking any kind of way. You know,
Check you
and
and shit.
yeah, you know, make sure
you're
I was
straight.
decent. You know, and because the simple fact is because people judge you. You understand what I'm saying? People judge you. Um, I remember a situation. You know, I think my daughter was probably about 8 or 9 years old. Man, I was taking her to school shopping, and man, we was in City Trends, man, and seeing this darn woman, man, she was sitting there buying clothes, you know, tight shorts on, booty cheeks, you know, hanging all out, man. You know, I was like, damn. And I said, baby, I said, Jazz, I said, what do you think about her? I said, what kind of person do you think she is? And she looked at me and she said, Daddy, a hoe. I said, just because you judged her. I said, she might not even be that. You understand what I'm saying? I said, that's because you judge it. So that's why I always say, you know, we have to be, when we come for jobs or whatever the case may be, whatever the situation, you know, we have to be presentable, you know, for that situation.
So is that fair though? Is that fair?
No, it's not fair, but you,
Right.
when you go,
Because it's not even fair to the, back to the school standpoint, to lower the standards. It's not fair to the students who are of higher standard. You see what I'm saying? It ain't fair on both ways. It ain't fair.
Right.
Because you lower the standards, now the ones who may not meet the standards, they don't know at all. They even if they can't meet the standards, at least they might have a chance because they might see it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But by lowering the standards, the one who could meet the standards, they don't get to see it now.
So now what they, you know, what they doing, you know what I mean?
That's
so they
confusing.
meeting the standards, but those kids now these days that excel over the, you know, the kids that's barely making it up, making the standards, they're excelling. You know what I'm saying? So they in AP classes, honors classes, this, that, and the other, where everybody else is just stuck in gym.
It's almost like holding people back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them honors classes probably like regular classes 30 years before you. Yeah.
You said they what? They're not the same.
It's probably the same curriculum, like as the you know, the classes I went to lowered. Honors had to lower too at some point, like, because it's all about dumbing people down. So, you know, ain't nobody getting in the real shit.
I don't know. Yeah.
They're not getting the real stuff.
And you know what I mean? Why? I'm gonna tell you, like, in school, why aren't they teaching us or teaching our children what they really need to know? You know what I mean? To make it in life,
Yeah.
to make it in society. You know, I can tell you, for example, you know, I know, you know, we're around the same age. When we was in school, you know, they didn't teach us about finances, but they taught us about math problems that we would never use. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't tell us about, you know what I'm saying, job interviews, how to seek jobs, you know what I'm saying, how to grow your own food, how to, you know, not do drugs, this, that, and the other, you know, the stuff that the foods that we eat, and this, that, and the other, how to stay healthy, how to stay alive, you know what I'm saying? This stuff, you know what I'm saying, we did not know.
Shit, just since we was in high school, we had industrial technology where at least you could go in there and fix some shit,
Yeah.
learn how to work some shit. They ain't got that no more, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do they?
Man, I know we had shop class. It
Yeah,
taught us how to
shop class.
build stuff.
So
Do they have shop class in school now?
I don't
see,
think so.
okay, so by y'all saying that, our generation of schooling lacks some things.
And that was worse.
And now this generation lacks some things, but I think this generation probably does talk more about food and stuff, but that's only because we pushing it.
That's
Ho. They
You
do
see
what?
what I'm saying? Talk more about
health.
Because we pushing it.
Who's we?
Us, people like us. So the schools are kind of
Schools forced to do what?
to push
Do
health.
they push?
Huh?
Schools push health?
I'm just
They push health. You
They
know
do?
what I'm saying?
well, yeah,
but
because honestly, when we was coming up, people was complaining about the big bite. You remember the big bite?
What's that?
The big bite meals
Where's Big Bang?
when they every day was cheeseburger and fries.
and pizzas. And
That's still what they selling.
Do they?
Yeah, that's still what they said.
Wow.
So nigga.
I thought it kind of changed.
But now, I
because
mean,
I got a homeboy. His wife is the nutritionist at the school.
Mhm.
I thought it had kind of changed.
You ain't never asked him?
I ain't never asked, but I thought she was the nutritionist, so I figured, yeah, they done changed the curriculum a little bit on the food.
It's still the same.
Yeah,
Chicken
that's
nuggets,
what I know.
fries,
Tacos,
pizzas,
taco salad and
burgers,
shit.
taco salad.
So it's worse
Same old
now.
shit.
You know, it's probably the same.
It's worse because the food's
It's
fake now.
got worse ingredients in it now. You know what I'm saying?
So they still not talking finance in schools and stuff?
You know what I'm saying? They probably are now.
I mean,
You know,
I mean, you got a child in school. That's why, you know.
yeah, she do have the classes called that, but I couldn't say that the curriculum actually. Like she had a finance class, accounting class, marketing class, like specific classes, but I don't know for real, to know what she learned day to day about the shit.
You had some kids in school probably about, what, 5-6 years ago, right?
yeah, you know, I got a little daughter. She's in school. You know what I mean? She's in the 9th grade. She's not doing anything concerning finance. You know what I'm saying? How to save money. You know what I'm saying? To buy a house. You know what I'm saying? How to pay your bills on time. How to keep a good credit score. You know what I mean? They're not teaching us.
I still don't really know how credit works.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, I know you pay your fucking bills, you'll be alright, but so beyond that, like the strategy with it, I still don't understand. What's worth more
it's like
points?
street credit. It's street credit. It's just like your street credit. You got good credit in the streets.
Yeah,
you
pay your bills
buy your
on
weed.
time.
You know what I'm saying? You get a loan.
That's
You
just
can
paying
pay.
your bills.
Yeah, you pay your
Credit
bills on
strategy,
time.
though, like,
You know, they trust you.
But
to
that's
give
what
you
I'm
a
saying.
loan.
It's
Yeah.
a trust thing.
Payment dates and shit matter with credit score and shit. Like the day you pay and how much you pay and all that shit going to your score. Like
Yeah.
on the street, it's just you pay what you owe.
Right.
It ain't like
it's
let
a
me
little
give that
different.
nigga 20 on such and such date, you know, to make sure
It's a little different, but it's the same concept. Street credit. Can I trust you to?
Yeah, pay this money back, whatever it is.
But it's
On
gotten
time.
worse because now they saying, like, when you try to buy a house, from what I've heard, they say, oh, you got to be making a certain amount in order to even get the. Like what?
Yeah.
But I've been paying. But if you've been paying rent for 20 years at this price, now I got to make a certain amount to get a house that's the same price for the rent I make.
Well, it playing to the equation, but if you've been paying 20 years on time, that shit gonna help. a
It
whole
should.
lot.
It should.
It should.
That'll compensate for you if you ain't making as much as somebody else.
Like if you go
Like
buy a
that payment
car,
insurance.
you know what I'm saying, and you're making your payments on time or whatever, you know, never late. When you want to go trade it in or when you want to go buy another car, you can get a better car, you know, because they trust you to be dealing with more of their money.
So, I mean, you got anything else you want to say about that? Because this going pretty good right here, man. I don't know. We need to start
yeah.
over.
Well, we ain't introduced, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
if we're
gonna
gonna do all
I'm
that.
gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm just saying, you got anything you want to say about that anymore?
Well, I mean, you know, the Converse, like, what's your name?
Staff. You
Staff.
just- Yeah.
Okay. Staff. Like mine was the opposite side of it. The whole trying to keep niggas children. Your side was the more. What was your whole thing? Black men being independent and about they not necessarily independent, but when it
What you
goes
talking
to herbs and shit like health. And stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we moving on to that. What
Yeah,
we
like
was
being
talking,
wise. And,
what we was talking about was right, the wisdom and forever learning, and that goes back to
Yeah, that's kind of the opposite side. They trying to keep us children.
right.
This is the direction we need to.
That's what I'm saying. They instead of forever learning is push you back, dumb you down.
Dumb you down, right.
But we should be forever learning.
Forever students. Like,
Right.
we're always a
That's
student.
it.
Because
always looking to learn
do
something.
better.
his story about the holistic thing. Tell your story, man.
Man, so basically, you know what I'm saying, 2018, I was diagnosed with diabetes, man. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you my life was in chaos, man. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was going out, you know what I'm saying, eating pizzas, you know what I'm saying? I was drinking like crazy, you know, just because my life was just so hectic. It was always fast, you know. I was, you know, going to work, you know, taking the kids to soccer practice, choir practice, dropping them off at work, you know. So at that time, man, that's all I could do was grab something fast. It was pizza, McDonald's, you know what I'm saying, greasy food, you know what I'm saying, and then end up with a couple of drinks to relax, man, you know. Until I went partially blind, you know. And
I didn't know about
yeah,
that.
I went partially blind and had to go to the emergency room. And doctor said my sugar was like 400, you know what I mean? So they end up keeping me a couple of days until it went down. So they put me on all these medications, man, you know what I'm saying? That actually made me, you know, I felt, you know, I got my sight back and I was good, but I felt worse. You understand what I'm saying? Like my mental just wasn't there. You understand? I was getting, you know, I felt angry all the time, and I was never felt angry. You know, I felt frustrated. It was just all kind of shit going on. I was just like, so I was talking to my doctor, you know, about the medication, because I think at the time she had me on metformin, and I was taking insulin injections as well. So everything my doctor told me, you know, she kept on saying, you know, don't eat this, don't eat that, you know, don't do this, don't do that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had got to the point, you know what I'm saying, to where, you know, I ain't believe what she told me. I just wanted to read it for myself. I wanted to, you know, to do my own research, you know what I'm saying? And basically, man, you know, all the stuff that heals you is here on the earth. You know what I'm saying? The big pharma basically, when you taking pills and stuff, it just covers it up. You know what I'm saying? So I got into the herbal aspect of things. You know what I'm saying? Taking things natural, not eating anything white. You know, staying away from processed foods. You know, because all these foods that they have here, man, it's slowly killing us. You understand?
How you get to that point where you?
I got tired of being sick, bro.
So all right, so you went to the doctor. They saw what they saw. What was your next week like? When they telling you all this stuff you can't eat no more and all this stuff.
Man, it ain't easy, bro. It was rough. You know, when I'm gonna give you an example, like when you used to eating Debbie cakes and you going to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying, you walk down a snack guy, you be like, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say that I just went cold turkey, and I did do it in moderation. You understand what I'm saying? I did do it in moderation until, you know, I got better, you know what I mean? Am I perfect? No, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, I try to eat clean and eat well, and take my herbs and all of that stuff, you know, whether it's in tea or pill form and stuff. But I noticed, man, it's like herbs is for everything, bro. Everything that's wrong with you, even when it comes to your mental, you know, you need energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of going to get a Red Bull, drink some some ashwagandha tea or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you got high blood pressure, get you some dandelion root and burdock root. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So all of the ailments that we need to heal, is here on the earth, man. And I just got kind of deep into it. Me and Sanchez, but I did stumble up on it and kind of gained a big interest.
So, like you notice at times where you would feel better from herbs.
Need insulin, you know what I'm saying? But you also have herbs that have insulin.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
Understand?
It's foods and herbs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Supplement them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
but they don't tell you about
that's all
that.
it is.
Why they don't just? It goes back to why they don't.
It's like your pancreas.
Yeah. Why they don't explain this?
What is it, the pancreas ain't creating?
Yeah, your pancreas basically, it has mucus around it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not producing or taking in the sugar like it's supposed to. So basically, like a whole lot of diabetics. Remember when I used to come up here and I used to have to pee all the time? That's because, you know what I'm saying, my pancreas wasn't working right. Like every time I would drink something, you know what I'm saying, I used to have to go to the bathroom. Every time I drank some orange juice or a soda or something like that, you know what I'm saying, it kept me running to the bathroom because, every time I drank sugar, my body couldn't handle it. It would just come right on out. You understand what I'm saying? So now I can sit here for all day and not have to damn use the bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? Because I changed my diet.
Your way of living.
So the insulin wasn't making no progress. It was just kind of maintaining.
It was maintaining, covering it up.
And you started taking the herbs.
And getting off the
and
insulin.
The insulin too? Like both?
Yeah. My doctor told me I ain't have it. She said you ain't got to do it no more.
No, he's saying you were doing both at the same time.
Like when you started.
I still took my insulin for a while.
While. It was pretty much the same. Then you start taking herbs and insulin. You started noticing the difference.
Yeah, I started noticing the difference.
Wow. And then what? Like
then I got off of it. You know what I'm saying? So I started taking the insulin. I started taking the medication, the insulin, the diabetic medication. I stopped taking the damn high blood pressure medication. You know what I'm saying? All that shit.
So you started finding the different herbs that apply to certain stuff?
That's it.
Just by trial and error, like
that's it.
Wow. Like how that feel?
I feel like a different person, bro.
No, how it feel to have these discoveries and see it work on yourself? Like,
man, it feels freaking awesome. But the most rewarding part about the whole situation is because, being able to, help other people. You know what I'm saying? That's going through, or has already been through the same thing that I was going through. You understand what I'm saying? Because I relate. You understand what I'm saying? Even with people that has, I have a friend now. He's going through issues with his liver. You know what I'm saying? And I got him on this herb called milk thistle, and it's helping. You know what I'm saying? He's good, when I see him, he's uplifted, his eyes, when you have issues with your liver, you have your eyes are yellow, what they call it jaundice,
right.
You know what I'm saying? His eyes are clear, so he's, he's doing good. I help people that can't sleep. You understand what I'm saying? That has issues sleeping.
Yeah, that German.
That chamomile.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
you talking about relax?
Stress. People with stress. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to cut you off. So, how was it? How was it? Like you discovered this stuff and saw how it worked on yourself. How was it the first time somebody else came to you, or you went to somebody else? And kind of, you can't really talk like that, like recommending all them shit because of the alleged everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that whole shit.
I was when I started getting. I'm gonna tell you some stuff. To be honest with you, like you have to mess around with it a little bit because you know what I mean. It's still
Experiment.
with some, because it's still with some herbs. You know what I'm saying? They may work good for me, but not work good for you. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of deal with like the basics. You understand what I'm saying?
So you literally was like on some. All right, let me try this. Let me try this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was dipping and dabbing and everything, and basically, like if I wanted some, I just wasn't taking it for the heck of it, but say for it's okay, man, I'm tired of drinking Red Bulls, but I need to try some energy, so I do my research on all of my herbs and give you energy. You know what I'm saying? So I would try a few of them, whatever. That didn't work for me, I just put that to the side and didn't use it no more. It kind of gave me jitters or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So I just put that to the side and be like, okay, that's not for me. I can't use it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Trial and error.
Yeah, trial and error. You know what I'm saying? So a whole lot of we got a whole lot of basic herbs. You know what I'm saying? They kind of do work good for everybody. Like the dandelion, the burdock, and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Works good. Like I said, with taking that stuff, you just have to be consistent. Also, I always recommend to clean out your damn gut, bro. Clean that colon out. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, bro, we got during Thanksgiving in our bellies from last year. You know what I'm saying? A couple years ago, and don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And then you have all this shit flowing through. Parasites, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Running down.
How you come across that information? Like how did you go about finding out and then actually going through it?
A lot. I did a ton of research. Actually, I also done an internship. You know what I'm saying, with an herbalist as well. You understand what I'm saying?
So you had like kind of guidance.
So yeah, I had a little guy. Had a little guidance, man, and lots of research.
We've been talking about this for a long time.
For some years, bro. For some years,
me and this guy
every time Santel be like, hey, man, you heard about this, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like,
he'll go research it.
Yeah, and I'm like alfalfa food.
Yeah, he'll go research it. I'll hear about it. Mm-hmm. I might not do a lot of research on it, but he'll go do the hard research and then come back and tell me about it. Mm-hmm. Then I'll be like, let me get that. Yeah. Let me get it.
It, man, I'm telling you,
we definitely
you gotta
have people like this in the circle who willing to go and do that hard research.
You see how important that is, like
a circle. You gotta have a little circle sometimes.
Like I said, man, I can do it on whatever kind of whole lot of people do teas. Some, I like teas. Some people just like pills, because it's a whole lot easier. You know what I'm saying? So.
Because that tea, you gotta boil the water.
You gotta boil
I don't put mine in the microwave. I stopped putting mine in the microwave. I boil my water now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to put it in the microwave and heat it up. Now I just boil the water.
So what is that? What is that about with the microwave? What that mean?
The radiation.
Just that simple.
Yeah.
The whole microwave thing always been weird to me, man. Something that be done that fast.
I'm telling you, man, everything, you know what I'm saying? You sit back and think, man, like with the foods and stuff here in the United States alone, the foods that we have here, they don't play that shit in Russia.
Right.
They don't play that shit. They don't play that shit in Europe. Right. They definitely don't play that shit in Africa. You know what I'm saying? But they do that shit here in Babylon. You understand what I'm saying?
Anything goes.
Anything goes to kill us off. You understand what I'm saying?
Like that's really literally what it's about, man. Now, how you explain that shit, man? When it's like they don't what you mean, the whole country just don't deal with that? And it's like, it's banned from that country. I'm like, what the hell we doing fucking with it?
Bruh. It's the scheme, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I mean? The Most High said in Deuteronomy, you know what I'm saying? Which, when you read Deuteronomy 1 through 14, you know what I'm saying? The Most High talks about, the blessings that he's going to put on, on us at Yashrael, when we follow the commandments, and when you read verses 15 through 68, you know what I'm saying, it's the curses. And I'm telling you, if you ever had the time, man, I encourage you, to read, 15 through 68, because everything that it says, in 15 through 68, you know what I'm saying, is prophecy is happening now. Like what we was talking about, you know what I mean, like children, it's talking about, us being on the slave ship scattered across the four corners of the earth, you'll start the beginning to understand, you know what I'm saying, and it kind of puts you in perspective, like, man, that ain't happened to nobody but you understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't nobody else on slave ship. They didn't happen to nobody but the curses, come along, with our health, our high blood pressure, our diabetes.
Yeah, how you think that relates to the herbs?
Huh?
Those curses. How you think that relates to
the herbs is what's gonna will heal you.
Yeah, like we literally, like that's one example where we could literally point out where we went away from what we were supposed to do.
Exactly.
The herbs is still right there, but instead of doing that, what you know is right, y'all fucking with these people and this
And the
crazy
crazy part
shit.
about it, they grow naturally. You don't even, dandelion, you ain't gotta throw no seeds.
Weeds, man. Or weeds. They call it weeds, right? But think about that though, like
burdock root, that grow naturally too, don't it? That just
all herbs, man, grow naturally. It's just in different parts of the world, you know what I'm saying, or the states, different states, like you might have something in Florida that can't grow here, because of the environment, you know what I'm saying, but it all grows naturally.
If they don't have processed food, do people get diabetes?
If you eat processed food?
No, if processed foods ain't a thing, like you say, there's a whole lot of shit that ain't allowed in other places. If those foods don't exist, then do people get diabetes like we do?
Do you hear about a lot of diabetes in Russia?
You know what I'm saying? Like the same shit that make you sick is what they give you for the sickness. Something synthetic.
To make you sicker.
Processed shit.
Yeah.
Processed shit get you diabetes and shit. All that fake food and shit. And then they give you some fake shit to ease, you know what I'm saying?
To cover it up. Just to cover it up.
But the whole time, if we just eat what the hell we know we're supposed to eat, we could avoid both sides.
What is it, Leviticus, man? Leviticus tell us exactly how we supposed to eat. You know what I'm saying? But he said that, of the fowls of the air, you know what I'm saying? He tell you what to eat. He said, and he tell you what not to eat. We're not supposed to eat the hawk, the raven, the eagle, the vulture. We're not supposed to eat all that. They're scavengers. You know what I'm saying? He said we can eat the fish of the sea, but only the fish with scales. He didn't say nothing, but he did not say anything about us eating shellfish, sharks and dolphins. He said specifically gave us for us. They can eat what they want to eat. You understand what I'm saying?
What's the us? Who's the us?
Us people, us black people. You understand what I'm saying?
So he talking to us.
He talking to us.
Okay.
He talking to us. So you understand what I'm saying?
So they can eat what they want to eat.
They can eat what they want to eat.
If he talking to us, then he telling us like
he telling us that we
and it's black people that get diabetes.
Yeah.
High blood pressure.
Yeah. White people get it too, but
they do, but
not like us.
Proportional,
Right.
yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that seemed to affect us a whole lot worse than it do them.
Right.
Like I remember in school, nigga,
Man.
all the diabetics was white people used to be like diabetes. It must be one of them.
Man,
niggas.
I got
you know
friends.
What I'm
I got friends back home. Every time I open up Facebook, they dropping dead. Bro. I'm like, what the hell? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm hearing, okay, they got diabetes and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Then the next month I hear about them exercising and trying to do better, and then next time I hear it, they even drop dead. You understand what I'm saying?
She's a monster, man.
Bro, that shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But with all that being, I ain't not to cut you off, but with all that being said, you went through the scriptures and everything. Now, how can we relate that to the adolescents? instead of going and reading it for ourselves in a book that's made for us,
but
we willing to take it from Zaddy.
Same thing.
But we got it. But we
have
to.
Does that blend with the adolescent thing?
Like he said, don't eat nothing white. Yeah. And now we're talking about listening to.
See, but see, the thing is, we gotta read it to show ourselves approved. You know, we gotta listen as well.
Right.
We gotta,
cause like my man said, now that you've heard it from your voice, you should do better. Cause you said it. You sitting here saying it right here on Muddy Water. Now do better.
Do better, man. Yeah, we all got it.
Well, okay. Okay. So it's like you humble, obviously, because you don't, you ain't. After just from what you've explained today, it's like you have a story that's so valuable to our community. Like it's not like what I heard, what I seen. It ain't even like something that was prescribed for you. You took it and got better. You had to search this stuff out, try it on yourself, and decide that this is, you know what I'm saying? But that's one in a trillion situation. How many people do that?
I'm just saying.
How many people do that to the extent where
they
really heal themselves?
About him right now.
You know what I mean? You ever come to the point, say for instance, you know what I'm saying, like, you come to that point to, man, enough is enough.
I'm sick and tired.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we get to that point, like you're in a relationship, man. You know what? Enough is enough. Bro.
How many people that went your course, that took your route?
You know what I mean? There's none that I personally know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But you know what I mean? I know people, but none that I personally know. I know people that
you know me.
Yeah, Sanchez and people that I've researched.
What?
That I will live that life.
What life?
The herbal life. And
I'm talking about healed himself.
Okay.
People take insulin every day and don't know none of this stuff.
Well, my man.
How many people that did that?
I know somebody.
It's a lot. I know one person. This the guy at the herbal shop where I was doing my intern. You know what I mean? And he cured his diabetes in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? With just eating. He said,
how many people you know with diabetes?
I know a lot of people with diabetes.
That's what I'm saying. How is this cure right here and people don't do it?
Because people doing what they know, people doing what feels good,
what they told
what
to
tastes
do.
good.
No, that's what they told. I'm talking about people that do get diabetes and have to take the insulin. If you know of a way where you wouldn't have to go through that shit.
You know why people take insulin and take all of these diabetic medications? Because it still allows them to eat what the hell they want.
Oh,
you understand?
So
what
you don't
I'm
have
saying?
to have the discipline.
So you are not going You're not going to have that discipline. You know, you can still go out here and eat what you want, and as long as you taking that metformin and getting that stick, you know what I'm saying?
You good?
It's covering it up
until it ain't good no more.
Exactly.
Wow. So it's literally just. See, when you see that there's a cure proven, it's like that makes the other shit even more of a fucking joke.
But you know the sad part, bro, about the situation is it's just like even sometimes, man, you can talk to you blue in the face, man, and with people that's going through the same thing that I went through, and they don't want to. They still want to go out, you know what I'm saying? And I see it every day. Dudes come, hey man, I got a headache. Hey man, I went to the doctor, man. They say I'm pre-diabetic. Hey man, I checked my sugar, man. My sugar was like 300. But and I talk to them, and I tell them that I'm available to help. But when I walk in the break room or walk outside, they still eating the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? They still eating that fried chicken and fried fish. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I do. I shake my head, but if you need me, I'm there.
Right. you still monitor your sugar?
Yeah, I still check it from time to time.
Well, it's still consistent?
Yeah.
Just because you live a lifestyle.
And I got my wife, you know what I mean? My wife, she's on the herbal, my kids, you know what I'm saying? They own it. My wife, man, she used to have a whole lot of issues with her gut, you know, with her mental. The herbs helped her out tremendously, you know what I'm saying?
So you have all these, like, damn, I shouldn't need to be.
Man.
But I understand why, you know, you gotta be careful, you know. The game is the game.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
It's just like, you know what I mean, you know, the truth sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people just don't want to hear you. Some people
You think it's more of that
embrace,
or more of they just don't know?
Some of it they just don't know, but some people don't want to know.
So, you know, people, I ain't trying to get you back. Like, people that's seen your journey and still don't take that as a reason to.
People see me, man, like, I'm going to tell you, like, I got some employees there, you know what I mean? And they see, you know, I noticed the change in me, you know, and so I know they notice it, you know what I mean? And they do, and they come to me time to time, you know, they be like, "Darn, Stafford, you know, why you not tired, you know, why you so calm, you know?" And I'm just like, man, you know, sometimes, you know, I don't even realize I have to come back. I'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's because I did this, that, and the other, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, take better care of myself, you know. I know, like, when I used to come up here and get my hair cut every couple of weeks, and I used to be in Sanchez chair, I'd be like, I'd be knocked the hell out of. He used to have to tap me, you know what I'm saying? And now, you know, we can sit up and, you know, trip and have a conversation.
Why you used to be tired?
Cause, you know, I wasn't eating right. You know what I'm saying?
So it's that serious?
Right. I was drinking a lot too at that time. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's another thing. I think when the whole know thyself, that's a part of it. Knowing what the hell going on with you. You notice that. Damn, why am I always going to sleep in the chair? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you gotta know yourself.
So you started actually feeling more energetic.
Yeah, man. Once you know what I'm saying? Like, I was an alcoholic for a while. So now this been like 3 years without alcohol. And a whole lot of it, you know, too, is some of the herbs I take away the cravings. You understand what I'm saying? But that part alone with not drinking, you know what I'm saying? It done a number. I feel like I'm supposed to feel. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm supposed to feel. Not saying that, you know, it ain't, you know, drinking in moderation is fine, but how some people drink is
Yeah. Right. I know all about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I used to be that dude that, man, I would, you know what I mean, a pint of goddamn a Parmesan a day, you know what I'm saying, or some E&J or some, you know what I'm saying, bruh, you know, I was getting it every day, bruh, I was getting it in, you know what I'm saying, and, bruh, you know what I'm saying, but I started noticing that change, man, you know what I'm saying.
What's my lighter?
I don't even know what the hell I did with mine. Oh, here it goes, right. But I started that drinking shit just gave, you know, that contributed into my diabetes big time. All that damn sugar just sitting up in my pancreas.
Brandy and shit.
And it got so bad, it was up in my eye. I had sugar so bad that shit was in the back of my eyes. That's why I went blind. You know what I'm saying? This shit was bad.
How did that feel?
It didn't feel good.
I mean, you said in the back of your eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say in the back of your eyes,
you know what I'm saying? It just, you didn't feel the sugar in the back of your eye. I just couldn't see. You understand what I'm saying? I just couldn't, man. I just woke up one morning and just couldn't see. Like, I couldn't see you sitting right there. I could see, you know, your, like a form or something like that, you know, but I couldn't see who, you know. And I thought it was something that was just going to go away. I didn't know I was a diabetic. You understand? At that time, you know, until I went to the doctor, you know, and they had to keep me. They kept sticking me with damn insulin and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it took me about a week for me to get my sight back. You know.
You think doctors know what it is?
Huh? Do doctors know what it is? As far as what
The game.
Hell yeah, they know the game. That's how they make their money.
So
If
they just dope
everybody went herbal,
allegedly,
they would make no money.
and it's that simple, right?
It's that simple. I told my wife, I said next year, I said my goal is I don't want to pay your health insurance.
Hold on, he keep asking. He keep saying it's that simple.
What?
You keep saying that. What you saying is not that simple?
No, I'm saying it is that simple.
Oh, okay. Because you keep asking that question, so I'm like,
this subject ain't the
I
only
know
one.
how he is, man.
Oh, no,
you keep asking that question. It's like, do you think it's that simple, or are you just asking that question?
No, we talk about turpentine and shit.
That turpentine, that's
You check that out?
yeah.
What you know about it?
I sent it to him.
He sent it to me. I
told you I put it.
So
I
what
put
you
it
think?
up on
What you
everything
think?
because I know he
Man.
gonna research it.
Man, that shit right there, man.
That might be a game changer.
I think it stumbled up on something.
Hey, we ready to try it, bro.
Yeah,
we
I want
gonna
to try it too. You know,
word up. We got another. We got another.
I'm telling you, I think
participant.
That, see, because the thing is now, this is what got me when the woman was talking. There has never been the case of someone dying except a 9-year-old boy that took 15 milliliters.
Yeah, he took too much.
He took too much. But other than that, so when that kid died, they took it off. It was like, okay, this shit gotta go. You know what I'm saying? We not.
People die every day of damn bullshit.
Yeah, people die every day, bro. You know, so that shit right there, man, I'm telling you.
That was just a reason for them to get it up out the way so they can
and that's
continue that nefarious, how you say it? Alleged nefariousm.
Yeah, we stumbled up on some. I'm definitely curious.
Well, we're gonna try it. I'm order all that shit.
I seen that. Yeah, I looked it up. I seen it on Amazon.
Vitality.
Yeah, they got it.
Well, I seen
The
not
G.
the Vitality, but I seen the food grade turpentine.
Yeah. G food. G
What you call it? G food.
Yeah, the brand. That's the brand.
Yeah.
They got a couple brands.
Well, I need to know what brand so I can make sure I order the right one.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, but it's food grade. They pop up.
Man,
It's legit.
we're hour in, man. I mean,
So,
you got anything else you want to say?
So, oh man, it was something.
What was we talking about? Turpentine?
No, it was before.
The herbs?
Kind of the journey. Oh yeah. First of all, the whole you said get your body cleaned out. What exactly that mean?
Better just clean your colon out.
Well, how
so
does that
basically, you know what I'm saying? That you got different herbs too. Senna leaf, you know, senna leaf, butcher's broom. You know what I'm saying? Make you a nice little tea out of it. You know what I'm saying? Basically, take a good shit. You know what I'm saying? Get all that shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? That way, you know, when you do start, you know, taking herbs, you know what I'm saying? You
Your
can
body
get the full
absorb it.
effect and
Right.
absorb it all.
Beautiful, man. Like so, like if I was to go to you and be like, listen, I'm trying to clean myself out. You know, I want to go on this regimen, clean myself out, and getting started on the herbs. I could come to you and you could walk me through it.
Yeah, I got you.
Shit. Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah.
Man.
Definitely.
Cause we gonna be doing that turpentine thing, man.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit right there, bro.
you know,
Yeah,
that's supposed to Ben did it, but I just been bullshit. But it's something I want to see too, man.
Yeah.
Because everybody that I've been talking to, that's older, it's like they forgot. But as soon as you bring it up, it's
They
like,
remember.
oh yeah. Then it's like, oh yeah. Then it's like, matter of fact. Then it's like, shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a forgotten memory.
Like they put to sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like then once you say that word, because they want to say, what, paint thinner?
Yeah.
And it's like, no. You remember when you was younger, like they gave you turpentine to take, like certain
Mama
season,
used to keep it in the cabinet.
beginning of the season, you know, and you never got sick. It's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Oh yeah, with the sugar. Yeah. Then it's like, oh yeah, cause shit, I remember one time. Then it's like, ah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can something that important just be forgotten? Same fucking thing. Insulin, nigga. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the game.
Yeah.
They gotta get rid of the good shit so they can push their bullshit.
There you go.
And that's like turpentine, nigga. Like when she went through the list of like the Bay Emanuel cures,
Bruh.
turpentine is in every category.
Because it takes everything. Basically, that shit is a cleanser. It's taking all of the parasites.
How we don't know about that?
Bruh. I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's pine fucking trees, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That's what pine do. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. Bro.
Everywhere.
That's
and
where
we don't know about
come
it.
from. Yeah.
Fucking pine trees, nigga. And it say right there on the bottle, straight from a pine tree, nigga. You probably got like 20 of them bitches in your yard. And you don't know nothing about it with your dumb ass. That's what the bottle say. You know what I'm saying? That's what the shit is about, like, you know, like,
Learning
our people don't want to be ignorant.
is willful.
No, man. Well,
Nah,
it
my
is
man
willful.
said willful ignorance.
It gotta be. Nobody goes from being intelligent to just wanting to be ignorant. You gotta be nudged into it. You gotta take away certain aspects of society to allow for, just like we was talking about with the school.
Mm-hmm.
You have to engineer it. Intelligent people ain't trying to be dumber.
Right. No.
So if you're at a certain point, something had to have happened to put you in that decline. You know what I'm saying? Turpentine is one of them things. This insulin thing is one of them things.
Dandelion.
Dandelions. Shit that grow in, they call it weeds, nigga. Cut that shit with the lawnmower, nigga. Rah, rah, rah.
Spray that shit so
they
Spray that shit so
they
they
put it on
grow.
the bottle. They put it on the bottle.
And the whole time it's healing people?
They had a dandelion on the bottle. Like, spray that.
The whole time, this is a cure for stuff?
Yeah.
And you telling me to just get rid of it? Like, how great is God? And how evil are these motherfuckers?
Hey, bro.
God just put it right there like, oh, I feel sick. Man, let me go to the yard. Make some tea, nigga, and drink
You
it.
know,
and be better.
you ever notice,
And they
man,
got us going to these fucking
man,
places.
you ever notice, man, like
COVID.
even with dogs and cats and shit, man, you know.
They got shit figured out.
when
don't they?
when they get a stomach when they get a stomach ache, you know, they go out there and they eat
They
some
go
grass.
find some shit,
They go
yo.
eat some grass.
Yeah.
And
How they know when we
good.
don't
And they won't
they
eat
good.
bullshit.
And they ain't gonna, if they don't like it, they ain't gonna eat that
They
shit.
know if they know it ain't right.
They ain't
But I
gonna
think
fuck with it.
they senses are a little
They closer to the ground, nigga.
More
We
than
don't
us.
we don't
Like
even
their
we wear
noses-
shoes and shit, nigga.
See, we
They
ain't
got
even
no
supposed to
shoes
be
on.
wearing these.
You know what I'm
really,
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like we supposed to be wearing like
Like cats ain't got no shoes on. They
Hardboard.
right, they right on the motherfucking
like leather.
ground,
You know
nigga.
what I'm saying? Like leather,
Plastic and
moccasins
shit,
some
rubber and
like
shit.
that, you know, because we
That's-
ain't
right,
we ain't
right. That's what
connected.
we
We
should
ain't
be
we
like,
ain't
right.
connected to the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
where it start. Like
Yeah, and then too, like you know, hey,
they
bro,
walk and they know exactly what they
and
need.
then they
Like,
try to tell you,
let me
they
see
try.
that.
This is what they tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't walk outside without no shoes on. That's what
Hey,
you're
they be
supposed to be
tripping.
doing.
They be
Right.
tripping. My
That's
people
what you
trip.
supposed. That's what you supposed to
Man,
be
you
doing.
yo country ass. You out here with no shoes on, like you ought to be.
That's
shamed,
what you're
nigga.
supposed to be doing. You know what
And
I'm
they
saying?
older than
watch
me,
out for the
too.
pollen. Stay away from the trees.
Yeah.
That shit real too, man. Why the shit ain't growing on trees no more? When you was young, did trees just have stuff on it, like oranges, or not necessarily oranges, like
But
apple,
like, but I
plums
ain't
and
seen.
shit?
I remember, man.
What you remember, man?
Man, I remember damn when I was a kid, man, at my granddaddy's house we had
I mean, what we got?
apple
What we got?
trees.
What
We had
else?
apple trees, cherry trees, peaches. Bro, we get hungry. We out there playing.
Just
We
out
get
there
hungry.
picking shit, man. Picking shit up.
But
off the
you don't
floor.
see, bro. I ain't seen. Only time I see apples in the damn grocery store,
That's crazy, man.
bro.
But everybody got allergies.
It's
Bruh.
weird.
Bro,
Everybody got fucking allergies though.
Weird.
Ain't no fruits, but everybody got allergies.
Bruh. then fruits with no seeds,
That's a damn good question, bro.
bro.
Everybody got fucking man, my allergies.
Bro, every time.
That's some new shit, man. The fruit went away and allergies came.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna take this and we're gonna grow it in the lab. We're gonna ride.
We gotta do something about this shit.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
They need to come to us if they want some goddamn apples and shit.
Ain't it, man?
Plums and shit. Persimmons, nigga. Blackberries just growing everywhere.
Yeah, bro.
All that shit, man. And don't have a watermelon patch, nigga.
Man.
You know, them motherfuckers be huge,
Bruh.
nigga.
Now you get them, they ain't got no seeds.
No seeds.
That's the most benefit, you know, it's a beneficial part of the watermelon, the seed.
I mean, shit, like, I mean, if they supposed to have seeds, why they ain't got seeds?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's another part of it. Like, that shit ain't right.
GMO.
Just to make niggas make it easier to eat. That ain't, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like they don't have any nutritional value to it.
Yeah, if it ain't, like, the whole thing is to grow and be able to reproduce.
Yeah.
So if you take the reproduce out of it, then what is this?
Like, you know.
Like a person, like a man without no sperm and shit. Like, are you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it had seeds before and it ain't got none no more, then, like, something, right? Everything, grapes, shit.
Everything. I'm telling you, you go to Walmart, buy some fruit if you want, bro. You ain't gonna see a seed up in that junk.
I mean, even the weed ain't got no seeds.
But
and niggas used to be happy about that. Niggas, this shit got seeds in it.
Man.
Now niggas
Yo, you get a sack full of seeds.
Oh, man.
They be mad as hell, man. You give me all these
man.
damn seeds.
Shit be popping. Now ain't no seeds in sight, nigga. I don't even know how they growing them motherfuckers. Weed ain't got no seeds.
Well, we used to call it back in the day, bro. It was that skunk. They got all kind of different names now, bro. We used to call it red.
Yeah, all that shit
Give me
fake.
some fire or some skunk.
Now they making shit stink,
Bruh.
but it ain't got no goddamn power to it.
Man.
All that shit engineered like a motherfucker. See some bullshit that smell great. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Shit. So you do this like full time, like.
Hey, man, I'm like, all you gotta do is hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. You know what I mean? Hit me up. I do have some customers I do on the regular. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a regular, you know, it is what it is. I know next month I'm working on, you know what I'm saying, doing a full business thing. It's gonna be called Forever Natural. You know what I'm saying? I have everything, you know, already bagged, you know, or bottled up, ready to roll. Whether if you want the tea, the pill, you know what I'm saying. So we cool. So you just give me a shout. You know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna have a website, all that stuff.
Yeah, we need to profile some of your products, man. Like get it on film so people know what they're looking at.
Oh yeah, I got you.
What they you know, the brand.
Yeah.
If you have actual, you know, physical product, you know, herbs and such.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got all that.
Yeah, man, because a lot of people looking for this kind of information.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
man, they got stuff to cure cancer, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay,
bro.
He didn't mean that. Allegedly, stuff be helping certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the game we play. This is part of the game too. Like, you know, like we say what the fuck we want, but at the same time, I ain't trying to jeopardize your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to, you know. So I gotta be careful on your behalf. On my own behalf, I don't. I say what the fuck I want.
Yeah, you good.
You know, but you know, like, yeah, that shit is touchy, man. Cause these people crazy, man. This whole game, man. The whole game. But yeah, we need to.
You know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean. I'm here. I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Like you humble as hell to have done what you've done. You know who Dr. Sebi is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, you know what I mean? I researched him.
You know, so it's like,
it's
like you are like I don't know how, you know, but like a disciple of him. Like you see it for yourself. You ain't just out here like, this is what I think, this is what I read. You know, and that's valuable shit, man. Like,
you know, to myself, I'm like a guinea pig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, shit,
Yeah,
we about to be getting. I be experimenting myself too,
yeah,
man, like certain stuff, but I don't have that claim you
It's-
have.
it-
To have reversed something as prevalent in our community as it is, to personally have reversed that whole thing to where you sustaining without all that bullshit in your, you know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a story.
And basically,
man.
like the key, just change your lifestyle. It's just a change of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah,
Change your lifestyle.
definitely. It's a hell of a thing. Shit, I'm good.
That's what's up. So
If you want to plug your
tell me your
thing.
name.
Yeah, my name's Stafford Rosser, man. You know what I mean? I'm into the herbs. My business is coming. It's called Forever Natural. Whatever you need, your herbal needs, whether it's tea or pill, get at me. If you just need some information or want to talk, get at me. Shalom.
Stafford
Rosser.
Rosser.
He even a fellow Hebrew.
A inspiring herbalist, holistic herbalist. Check him out. And we also trying to auction this painting off, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to auction this off. You know, we're gonna start the bidding at
Oh.
we're gonna start the bidding off at
Say something good. I don't know.
$75.
Oh,
$75. No, hell no. Nah, we're gonna start the bidding off at $800.
damn. That's it.
We're gonna start off at $800. We're gonna auction it off. So by the end of next month, we're gonna see what this auction look like. What you think?
Hey, I'm with it, man.
Starting off at $800.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you,
I
man.
really do, man.
Appreciate being here, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love, man.
This
That's a value.
is another edition
Oh, that story, man.
of Muddy Water.
This again,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to expand on this whole thing, man. 'Cause I don't